Good morning, children. Welcome to today's virtual session of 8th Standard Civics. Let us begin today's session with a very beautiful quote. Children, 5 things you can't recover in life. A stone after it's thrown, a word after it's said, an occasion after it's missed, time after it's gone, and trust after it's lost. Children, this quote highlights 5 things which can't be recovered in life. Therefore, we should consider these points while making our moves in life, so we should not regret later. Children, today I would like to introduce the topic bureaucracy. It is the last topic of your civics syllabus. You will come to know about the topic today. Children, that's why it is necessary to open your history civics textbook. You should open page number 86 and listen to me carefully. Children, if you see page number 86, first of all you can see a box is given, and in that particular box few posts that are written, and these few posts like district collector, municipal commissioner, finance secretary and divisional commissioner are mentioned. District collectors orders curfew, municipal commissioner presents the budget, finance secretary resigns, and divisional commissioner will review the revenue collection. Children, these are civil servants in the government administrative system. Mainly in this topic, which explained the role of the union executive, we learned that the Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers make proposals for new laws and also decide upon policies. Bureaucracy is the administrative system which works under the union executive and has the responsibility of actual implementation of government's policies. And also in this chapter we will come to know about the importance of bureaucracy. So children, it is the administrative system which works under the union executive. So bureaucracy, it is the administrative system which works under the union executive, and the administrative system providing civil services to people functions with the help of civil servants or bureaucrats. Hence, the system is known as bureaucracy. They have the responsibility of actual implementation of government policies. Children, in any country, the government carries two fundamental types of functions. The first one, to defend the country from external aggression and internal threats, and the second one to provide various services to citizens and aid their daily lives, which will enable them to develop themselves and the society. So children, the two fundamental functions of the government, the first one to defend the country from external aggression and internal threats, and the second one, that is to provide various services to make citizens' life comfortable, which will enable them to develop themselves and the society. Children, the first function, that is to defend the country from external aggression and internal threat, is to ensure security of the country. This is carried out by the service called the armed forces. The role of internal security is carried out as aid to civil authority. For the second function, that is to provide various services to citizens and aid their daily lives, which will enable them to develop themselves and the society. For this function, an administrative system is developed. We call it the civil services. The system of civil servants is also known as bureaucracy. So children, the function of ensuring security to country is carried out by armed forces, and various services are provided to the citizens by civil services. In the parliamentary democracy, representatives elected by the people and the ministers have the responsibility of administration. The functions of government are discharged by various departments. Every department has a minister who is the political head of that department. As a representative of people, the minister has to carry out the work of the department by giving priority to public welfare. The minister may not be expert in a particular subject, but he or she is conscious of broad public interest. The secretary of the department gives expert advice to the ministers. The secretaries are appointed from the civil service. The aspirations of the people and administrative expertise are thus put in harmony in the parliamentary system. So children, in parliamentary democracy, representatives elected by the people and administrative officers have the responsibility of administration. As a representative of the people, the minister has to carry out the work of his department by giving priority to public welfare. The secretary of the department gives expert advice to the minister, and the aspirants of the people and administrative expertise work in harmony in the parliamentary system. So children, here you have come to know about the representatives and administrative officers. Now I am going to discuss about the characteristics of bureaucracy. So children, what have you come to know about bureaucracy? What do you mean by bureaucracy? That a bureaucracy typically refers to an organization that is complex with multi-layered systems and process. These systems and procedures are designed to maintain uniformity and control within an organization. A bureaucracy describes the established methods in large organizations or governments. Children, in government or large organizations, bureaucracy is indispensable in administering rules and regulation. A bureaucratic structure is designed to administer large-scale and systematic coordination between many people working at different levels to achieve a common goal. Now, children, you will come to know about the characteristics of bureaucracy. The first one, that is permanent mechanism. Tax collection, environment protection, maintenance of law and order, provisions regarding social security are certain important tasks that have to be consistently undertaken by the bureaucracy. This is possible because bureaucracy is a permanent mechanism. The Prime Minister and their Council of Ministers change after every election, but the bureaucracy under their control remains constant. It is permanent in nature. So, children, tax collection, environment protection, maintenance of law and order, provisions regarding social security are certain important tasks that have to be consistently undertaken by the bureaucracy. The Prime Minister and their Council of Ministers may change after every election, but the bureaucracy under their control remains constant. The next one, that is political neutrality. The bureaucracy is politically neutral. This means that regardless of the political party in power, the bureaucracy is supposed to carry out the implementation of their policy decisions with the same efficiency and commitment. In this regard, the civil servants should abstain from taking a political stand or act according to their political views. If a political party fails to win elections, it has to leave government and another party that wins elections comes to power. The new government may change some policies of the earlier government. Even in such case, the bureaucracy is expected to remain neutral while discharging its duties. So, children, what have you come to know about political neutrality? That the bureaucracy is expected to work with some efficiency and commitment regardless of the political party in power. It is expected to keep away from taking a political stand or act according to their political views. The governments may change from time to time, and so does the policies, but the bureaucracy is expected to remain neutral while performing its duties. The next one, that is anonymity. It means that a civil servant should not be held directly responsible for any success or failure of the policy. The minister is responsible for the efficient and smooth functioning of the concerned department. The parliament holds the minister responsible for malpractices and inefficiency. The minister bears the responsibility and protects the bureaucracy. Anonymity is maintained about bureaucracy who gives advice to the ministers. So children, anonymity describes situations where the acting person's identity is unknown. Some writers have argued that namelessness, though technically correct, does not capture what is more centrally at stake in context of anonymity. The important idea here is that a person be non-identifiable, unreachable, or untrackable. Children, anonymity means that a civil service should not be held directly responsible for any success or failure of policy. Civil servants are never publicly criticized. The parliament holds the minister responsible for malpractices. In such the case, minister bears the responsibility and protects the bureaucracy. Now children, you will come to know about the significance of Indian bureaucracy. The structure of the Indian bureaucracy is extensive and complex. Several important reforms that are introduced during the post-independence period have been effectively implemented by the bureaucratic structure. Today we see many positive social changes reaching to a common people. These changes have been brought by the Indian bureaucracy by implementing the policies made by the government. Bureaucracy gives stability to the political system. Water supply, public cleanliness, transport, electricity, public cleanliness, health, agricultural reforms, prevention of pollution, and such other services are everyday needs of the people and need to be consistently provided to them. This brings stability in the day-to-day life of the people. Secondly, it is important to understand that bureaucracy is an important instrument of social transformation. The laws enacted by the government for empowerment of women, child security, plans for the marginalized sections are implemented by the bureaucracy. Social change is brought through the implementation of such policies. The bureaucracy also plays an important role in the democratization of society. Marginalized sections of society have been brought into mainstream by implementing the reservation policy. Their participation has been increased in the process of decision making. Democratization of society not only requires progressive laws and policies, it also needs the effective participation of bureaucracy. So children, here you have come to know about Indian bureaucracy. So what have you come to know? That several important reforms introduced during the post-independence period have been effectively implemented by bureaucracy. It gives stability to the political system. Consistent civil services provided by the bureaucracy brings stability in the day-to-day life of the citizens. It has become an important instrument of social transformation. Children, the laws enacted by the government for empowerment of women, child security, plans for the marginalized sections have been successfully implemented by the bureaucracy. It has played an important role in the democratization of society. It has helped in bringing marginalized sections of the society into mainstream by implementing the reservation policy effectively. So children, about bureaucracy, today you have come to know what is bureaucracy, that the administrative system providing civil services to people functions with the help of the civil servants or bureaucrats. Hence, the system is known as bureaucracy. Also, you have come to know the two fundamental functions of the government. One is carried out by the armed forces and other various services are provided to the citizens by civil services. The next one I have discussed representatives and administrative officers. Also today you have come to know about the characteristics of bureaucracy and also the significance of Indian bureaucracy. Now children, you should go through the topic in detail from your textbook. The later part of the topic I will discuss in the next week. Also the question answers you will get in the next week. Before that, you should go through the textbook, you should read the topic, and also you should listen to the video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Stay healthy.